The gentlewoman from Ohio.
Let me just say I look forward, Mr. Chair, to responding to my dear friend, former Chair Simpson. But first, want to yield 2.5 minutes to the gentlewoman from Florida who's been awaiting, the ranking member of the Military Construction and Veterans Affairs Subcommittee, who does such a phenomenal job, Ms. Wasserman Schultz.
The gentlewoman from Florida is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the gentlelady for yielding. And I stand here as a proud member of the Energy and Water Subcommittee for many years, and I unfortunately rise in opposition to this harmful bill. And let's start with the two most obvious problems. It raises energy costs for families, and it has zero chance of becoming law. It was drafted with one goal: to appease MAGA extremists. The new speaker just spoke of reaching across the aisle for all Americans, yet one of Republicans' first major acts is to jam through a bill that raises their energy costs, undermines our security, and all just to keep their right-wing base happy. How do we know? Instead of fortifying our power infrastructure and confronting the climate crisis, it fixates on blocking the Army Corps of Engineers from renaming items that celebrate the Confederacy. You just cannot make this stuff up. That rockets to the top of the priority list for House Republicans. As we recover from the hottest summer on record, it cuts a critical clean energy program by $500 million, choking off vital energy efficiency avenues to battle climate change. House Republicans have drafted a bill that is entirely removed from the realities that our families and entire planet face right now. I recently had an affordable housing roundtable with Broward County in my home state of Florida, and they all talked about being rent-burdened by climbing housing costs. Yet this bill takes away funding to help American homeowners keep their homes safe and energy efficient to cut their power bill. Instead of investing in a stronger America, it cedes supremacy to a Chinese Communist Party that throws its full weight into infrastructure and clean energy investments. If Republicans want to craft a bill that helps American families, start by abiding by the bipartisan budget agreement that was signed into law by President Biden just a few months ago. In a rare instance where this bill actually honors that agreement, it fully funds a $425 million budget request for Everglades restoration, which I'm thankful for, and it allows us to keep moving the EAA reservoir project forward. Beyond that, though, this bill has dramatic funding gaps that jeopardize America's energy stability and independence. It raises costs for families, hurts job creation, fails to tackle the climate crisis, and rolls over to Chinese and Russian competitors. So for all these obvious reasons, I urge my colleagues to vote no, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman from Ohio is recognized.
Yes, Mr.